Alright, today's a big day for me. We're getting a new wrap, wrapping the boat in carbon fiber red. I've got my buddy Tommy. He's a good rapper. He's the one that rapped it previously, and today's the day. You guys stay tuned. Okay, for those of you who wonder how hard it is to take the wraps off, it's kind of like peeling your skin after a sunburn. And Tommy couldn't resist it. So I'm gonna go get the roller wrap. He's peeling off the back, and we're gonna get started. I gotta wash it, make sure it's nice and clean first. Okay, this is my side. I'm trying to compete with Tommy back there. I think he might have got off a little bit bigger piece than me, but I stripped the rest of the boat, so he just got off one side of the transom. It's not terrible, you know. He's over there. He's spraying down the boat with alcohol.
We're done. We're ready to go. Let's start wrapping.
So we got that side ready, and he says it's time to start wrapping. So we're getting closer, everybody. You ready to start?
Yep.
We're about to break it out. I make my people drink nothing but water.
H2O. H2O.
And we're using Vivid vinyl wrap. The previous that we used on the boat was the blue Vivid vinyl wrap, and it lasted for a year and a half. It looked good, didn't fade. It just got all scratched up from catching big fish. And this is our color right now, Fighting Lady Yellow. And we're breaking out the red, which my wife hates the red. She says, "Oh, gross, you're putting red on it."
Putting red on it?
See, my daughter, she's whining about red too. Wherever she's at, she's back there behind the door. But yeah, I like the red. The red's good. You guys are gonna like the red too. Leave in the comments whether you like the red or not, because it doesn't really matter, because I'm still putting red on it. The dog, Snookies, likes red. See? Look at her wagging her tail. What's up, Snooky? See, I say Snooky and she wags her tail. Snooky. What's up, Snookies? Now she quit wagging her tail because I said that. And we're deboxing. And he's getting out the knife.
Knife.
Oh, the knife.
It's a knife.
And there's our second camera. I should probably help right now, but instead I'm filming. We'll probably fast forward this for you guys anyway. Alright, I'm going to start helping now. The other camera's going to have to get this. Now we really don't have to do anything else. We sit it up here like this, and he tacks it on that end, and we just put the heat gun on it. It sticks right to it, and we don't even have to do anything else. It's so easy. Yeah, it's not easy like that. No, not at all. No, I've already failed at this before. I know when to bring in the professionals. Just that part he's doing right there, where he peels off the back so he can stick it to the boat. I've failed at that part before too. And then I've creased it and all kind of crazy stuff. So what you doing?
I am doing a method that if anybody on 3M saw the way I was doing this, they would throw a fit.
That's why we're using Vivid, not 3M.
People always have their own way of doing these things, and the way I'm doing it has always worked out very well for me. And I'm going to continue doing it this way.
You need me to hold this tight?
Yes, thank you.
About to say, one thing you don't want to ever let it do is let it stick to itself, because then it gives you some problems. It's not catastrophic, but it's problems. So why'd you pull the tape off the back?
Well, I'm doing it this way because I don't like to start on one end and have to make my way to the other end all in one pass. I start in the middle, and then we do it this way.
So you work your way
from the middle
out, which gives you slack on both sides, right?
Yes, and normally it's not as hard to get this off if I didn't screw up.
Oh, so we already screwed up a little?
Well, the wind didn't help me.
Although it was caught underneath the edge of there. So this is what the back side looks like. This is what the front side looks like. And it's the cool carbon fiber. Hopefully it stays nice and red and doesn't turn pink. I don't think it'll turn pink, but
nah,
it's not a good look if it does. Not against pink, but you don't really want your boat pink. So we strip it all the way down so we can start in the middle with some sticky stuff, right?
That's how we're doing it.
My kid just said my boat's gonna look like a fire truck. I happen to like fire trucks, by the way. All right, so what we did was he pulled off that backside of the backing, and we stuck it right on the edge, and now he's starting right in the middle. This is the part where I screwed up last time. I made lots of wrinkles, and I didn't know how to fix it from here. So it kind of hurt my feelings. Do you want me to pull this way further?
Yeah. We just need to get flat. We're good to go.
My boy from, I forget the name of the channel, but anyways, something wraps. He moved back to Canada. He says you gotta glass it. See that part right there where all the bubbles and stuff are in there? I get worried there. The guys that know what they're doing, it usually doesn't bother them. Alright, you can see he's working from the middle out so he can get the air or any creases or anything. They got a place to go. We tore the backing off of here. And this curve, the way the boat is, if you think you're going to start at the back and work all the way up, the wrap ends up all crooked. Doesn't do good.
Well, hence the reason that I also start in the middle on this boat is because we've wrapped it before and I know exactly how this is going to go.
So yeah, this is our second time. I get about a year out of the wrap because, you know, we catch a lot of big Goliaths and big sharks, and they're always scratching up the boat, and cables are scratching up the boat. But as far as the actual wrap, as long as it's not getting scratched or anything, it lasts for a while. And the best thing it does, if you get your boat detailed and all waxed up and looking good, and you put a wrap on it, it protects it. And actually, once you put the wrap on, it saves you a bunch of money as far as how often you have to get your boat detailed, because you've protected all the gel coat from the sun, the salt, and everything else. And we just put a single color on it instead of putting pictures and all that stuff, because it's real cool to be able to change the color of your boat without having to physically do work to it that's not returnable to the same color that it was. Alright, I told you guys, he can do this stuff by himself. I'm semi-helping. Hold it again. Can I hold it again?
Oh, yeah, here a second. Yeah, go ahead, hold that. I'm going to cut it.
Okay.
You got the 100-foot roll, right?
Yep.
Just roll it out just a little bit more.
Okay. Right here. Gotcha.
And we can
put that up.
put that kind of
All right, I'm gonna put the big roll up. Well, that took us about 15 minutes. He's got it rolled all the way up to the front. We had a little bit of excess. It's kind of like wrapping a Christmas present, but early. Oh, and what we had to do is, so we had plenty of room to work on the front, I had to impact the tongue of the trailer. Unfortunately, with this trailer, I've got enough room to slide it so we can get there and work in the front. But if you don't have that kind of room, what you have to do is when you put your boat on the trailer, you got to leave space so you can get around and you can wrap it. If you don't leave space, you can't get the wrap through there and it gives you problems. So we're doing pretty good. It's like early Christmas present. We're wrapping. And right now we've probably been working on the whole thing for about 30 minutes. Not bad. All right, Tommy, if you noticed earlier, we had the wrap was going on the outside of the pole here on the trailer. So once we got to here, we got it all kind of glassed out up to here. You can see this part. Yeah, that's not how that's going to be. So now he has to cut the extra and he had to put it behind the pole. Because if you don't put it behind the pole right now, it makes big problems later on. You know how I know? Because I tried doing it that way. It did not work good. And see, he keeps the backing on it until he gets all this stuff positioned. And then once he gets it positioned and the bottom cut, then he'll bring it back and take the tape off. And here's just some extra. So later on, if I need to put some letters or something on a boat or something, I've got extra. Ain't that right?
I like to put the numbers the same color as the wrap.
Yeah, that way the police can't tell what's going on. Oh, and the no-see-ums are biting me. You getting bit by the no-see-ums? No, he don't get bit by the no-see-ums. He's a sheriff. You know, the sheriff don't get bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so now he rolls it back up. You know why he's rolling it back up? Tommy, why are you rolling it back up?
Make it easier.
And he has to take the tape off.
Oh, yeah, that too.
He has to take the backing off. By the way, that part is harder than it looks. See, he's kind of blowing a little bit. Me, I'd really be busting it up. Stuff's pretty maneuverable. It doesn't stick. You know, it doesn't. We can move it sometimes, you know, once we get it on. And we can take it off later. So it's pretty good to work with. And that's where those wrinkles were earlier, where I said we weren't going to leave it like that. You need help, or are you going to handle this by yourself?
I think we're good.
That's cool, because everybody wanted to see what it looked like anyway. So Tommy's got it all rolled up. It's important to pull that backing off in one piece. If you don't, sometimes it'll kind of splinter, and then it makes it really hard to get off.
So you can show them the bubbles over here where it was.
Hey, here's a look up here. What's that right there?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get that.
What is it?
Oh, that's the little bit of the paper.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, there's our bubbles. See, he just fixed it. See how you pull it back off? Now what he's going to do is pull it tight, I think, or he's going to say, you need to help me.
No, I just need to find a squeegee that I can never find.
Oh, and I think right here is my new Barracuda cast net. So, oh, I thought Snooky was gonna go try to eat the UPS man.
Oh.
I wasn't sure.
No, that wouldn't happen. Shut up!
Well, that's not a cast net, I don't think. New cast net today. So get the boat wrapped and a cast net.
Okay.
That looks more like a cast net.
What's be a little rusty on some things?
So what are you doing right now?
Starting to trim.
This one, it starts taking shape, huh? This is the detail work that I'm very, very, very poor at right now. What's crazy is we have all this video, and I'll be cutting it down. We've got over an hour, and I'll be cutting it down to 10 minutes. What you doing now?
We need to make sure that everything is nipped and tucked. Right now, we got to get it up to the rub rail.
Gotcha. It's a very important part because this can screw up all the hard work that we've done. Like all these wrinkles and stuff. Break your cooler? Oh, I did it. Oh, this is my favorite cooler. Oh, it's a broken favorite cooler. All right, so we're trimming her up. He's got this all tight. Look how we got it nice and tight up there. If there's
Well, I
any
don't know
little
if it's
wrinkles,
too tight just yet.
if there's any little wrinkles, we'll come back with the squeegee and get them.
I didn't do the whole squeegee just yet.
Where'd the trim section? Look. Now we've got a bilge pump hole right here. And I tried doing one of those one time. I was terrible at it.
This one time at band camp.
Now he's going back down, squeegeeing any little wrinkles or anything up to that edge.
This is so no water will get behind our wrap.
Because when you get water behind the wrap, that's when the wraps peel.
And it's no es bueno.
And usually if it's peeling, it's the installer's fault.
Yeah.
Usually. Sometimes there's bad wraps.
You can tell.
But you can tell if you're a good installer, they did a bad job at it.
You can tell if the guy that you have wrapping sucks or not.
Ooh, I like to rub it. Yeah. You getting bit by no-see-ums too?
Ooh.
No-see-ums are out. You guys can't see them, but they're here. You know what's super cool about this? Is the fact that we can change the color of the boat. And we're about for a little bit less than 2 hours right now. Okay, now that's a bilge pump hole. This part takes a lot of talent. So we're going to try to hurry up, finish up this part, and we want to get it all trimmed out before we quit today. But we're trying to hurry up because the no-see-ums, the bugs are starting to bite pretty good. They like us. My little skinny legs are getting tore up. Ouch. What, the no-see-ums? Yeah. No-see-ums are killing us. Okay, so What are you doing now, Tommy?
We are now trimming for final, whatever you want to call it.
So you're lightly scoring it so it tears evenly, correctly?
Yeah. At this point, if you press too hard, you're going to get big old line in your boat. If you don't press hard enough, then it rips itself.
And then all that hard work
Goes out the window.
This is all we got left. 23 feet worth. One side's almost done. And we're a little over 2 hours maybe. So one side, 2 hours, not bad.
Well, we also did prep work.
Oh yeah, prep work, exactly. So with prep and wrap, 2 hours, one side. And we'll finish it up a little bit later. What you doing, Tommy?
We are now prepping the other side to be wrapped.
What you prepping it with?
70% alcohol. I mean, if you really want to come frisky, use some acetone. No, don't do that.
Alcohol worked good last time, right?
Yeah. Alcohol is usually the standard. We don't use the 99%. We use the 70.
Why don't you use the 99%?
Too strong.
When you say it's too strong, what do you mean?
Unless you feel like wiping paint off your boat.
Ah.
You'll use the 99%. I mean, I don't actually think 99% would actually do that. The acetone.
I'm about to say, acetone, talking about too strong, that's way stronger, right?
Yep. I've made that mistake before.
And what happened?
I took the finish off.
Moral of the story, don't use acetone when you're preparing your boat to wrap it, because you may make a mistake. And then you can cover it with the wrap, but you know you made a mistake. And eventually when the wrap comes back off, somebody's going to point the finger at you if you did it for somebody else. If you did it, you just get to point the finger at yourself. True?
Yep.
And how important is it to get it wiped down good?
Well, the more prep work you do, the better it is. Because your edges will stay down longer. Anything you wrap, there's always an edge going to be coming up, but you can fix that by prepping.
And how about washing? What do you wash it with?
You just use it with Dawn soap, car wash. Well, stay away from anything that has extra crap put in it. You just want a basic wash.
Just a cleaning type wash?
Yeah.
And this is this side wrapped all the way to here. And now we're going to do the same thing. Here we go. We got Harvey Two-Face here. We got Harvey Dent.
Right here we are doing the unorthodox way that other people would say is ridiculous, but this is the way I do it. I start in the middle of the boat, so I'm going to make two little spots right here to tear, and I'm going to tear it straight down, and we're going to have a spot right here in the middle to start.
Why do you do it that way?
Well, I've been doing this by myself for a very long time, and this is the way I like to do it. It's easier this way when you're doing it by yourself, because then you don't have to worry about as many things to go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Oh. How come it always tears crooked?
I don't know. I even did it right that time too.
Oh, I noticed. When it tears crooked, now to get it back down right, it makes it harder. So what are you having to do right now?
Huh? Oh, wow. Just Making myself look like I don't know what I'm doing, that's all. Pretty much what this looks like.
Yeah, so if someone's trying this at home, they decided, hey, I'm going to go try to wrap my boat. How important is this step?
Well, I mean, there's other people are going to tell you to start from the back and work your way forward, but if you've never done this before or you're just getting started, it's easier to start in the middle, even though I'm, this looks like it's a little ridiculous, but it's okay. Starting in the middle will help you in the long run because there's less things that can go wrong. So
this allows us to get everything going in the right direction, right?
yes. Because now, as opposed to starting from the back of the boat, making your all the way to the front, you have all these variables of what could go which way. Well, when you start right in the middle, you know exactly what's going to happen in the front, you know exactly what's going to happen in the back.
Yeah.
Because it can't go any other direction than what you made it go.
Look at that. All one piece and all by yourself.
Boom.
There we go. And this is the hardest part on boats, where you got the curve. And if you're not an experienced installer, this is where you'll make your mistake.
Time lapse of 10 minutes.
Yep, 10 minutes worth. Not too bad. We'll take it. Isn't that right, young lady? Tell me you like the red.
I don't like the red, but it looks nice.
I hate the red. She didn't like the Corvette either, and it's white. But you guys will get to see that as well. So if you look, see how we've got this? He gets it as smooth as possible all the way up to that edge. And then when he goes to trim, he's got spots where he can finish that off and get it all the way up underneath. Yeah, see, all the way up underneath that edge. And then to the edge of the boat right here. Here we go. It's on. Now we gotta do the trim and the tightening up on the edges, like we mentioned earlier. Now, we feel like we've accomplished a lot when we get to this point, and which we have, because it's like a big amount done. But the details here is where someone more inexperienced like me would screw up and has screwed up. However, Tommy, on the other hand, kind of knows those flaws and those shortcomings because he's had to deal with it before. See, like right now, he's getting it tight and as smooth as possible before he starts squeegeeing it underneath the edge. You want to get it as smooth as you possibly can before you start trying to lay it down flat onto the surface or tuck it underneath the surface, because if you don't, those wrinkles just don't come out. And that part right there is where I have to really kill it. And I get all nervous. And the final touches. Is the easy screw up here? Is that a hard part or easy part?
Well, it's easy for me, but as soon as you screw this one up, you cut all the way through your screw.
Oh, so you just gotta barely score it so you don't mess it up, huh?
Exactly.
And yes, she is all done. Check out that nice print on the carbon fiber. We had carbon fiber blue before, now it's carbon fiber red. And Tommy's doing the very, very end. This is the sunny side. Gorgeous. All right, we are all done. Yeah. Tommy got it handled. I was support staff and film guy. I did the grunt work and he did the important work. And I think all together, including prep, we got a little over 3 hours, which is pretty awesome to completely protect and change the color of your boat. And look, he's about to take a picture of it, show his awesome work.
Oh yeah.
So anyways, we appreciate you guys turning into the Chew on This boat wrap edition. And, you know, it's kind of cool. And don't be afraid to try it yourself. We got this. We just got on eBay. I think it was on eBay. And bought it. It's Vivid Vinyl. This particular vinyl is the red carbon fiber. And it does well. It comes on and off. You can reposition it, things like that. Tommy, you like the Vivid?
Vivid's pretty good.
Pretty good. You know, pretty good's good.
With the salt water.
Hey, salt water, the stuff that I put it through, it didn't peel. Nothing happened on the old wraps. I'm pumped up about the new wrap. So we appreciate you guys for watching. And remember, when you get yourself a new boat or you have an old boat that you want to protect, go ahead and wrap it up. It looks great and you almost feel like you got a new boat. Be sure, if you like what you're seeing, hammer that like button. We really appreciate it. We actually really do. And be sure to subscribe and ring that bell when you do. Anyways, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Godspeed, and we'll see you next episode.